A lot of people in Texas think you have to be married for 10 years before you can file for divorce. You don't. The real question is what that 10-year rule actually affects. In Texas, that 10-year mark isn't about whether you can get divorced at all. It's tied to spousal maintenance, which is financial support after the divorce. It may matter if one spouse can't meet basic reasonable needs once the marriage ends and may need support to get on stable footing. Reaching 10 years simply opens the door for the court to consider spousal maintenance. It doesn't mean support is automatic. The judge still weighs the real facts, including income, property, earning ability, education, job skills, how long the marriage lasted, and each spouse's overall finances. So, even in a long marriage, maintenance can still be denied when the evidence doesn't show that support is justified. The court starts with a practical question. Can this person cover basic reasonable needs with their income or the property they receive in the divorce? It also looks at earning ability, whether more training is needed to get back to work, and the full financial picture for both sides. So, before we get into the exceptions, here's the reset. The 10-year rule is only one piece of Texas maintenance law, not a shortcut for the whole divorce case. Even if the marriage lasted less than 10 years, spousal maintenance may still be on the table in some situations. That can happen when family violence is involved, when a spouse has a disability, or when someone is caring for a child whose disability limits that parent's ability to earn enough. That's why the 10-year mark doesn't decide everything by itself. The outcome depends on the legal grounds and the real-life facts in front of the court. That means the 10-year mark can shape your financial strategy, especially when spousal maintenance might be part of the conversation, but it does not decide whether the divorce itself can move forward. When people get this wrong, they may expect support automatically or assume they need to wait, and those bad assumptions can throw off both settlement planning and the timeline they think they're facing. You do not have to wait 10 years to get divorced in Texas. If the marriage is ending, the case can be filed before that mark, and crossing 10 years doesn't flip on spousal maintenance automatically. The court still has to decide whether support is actually justified. Under Texas law, the 10-year length of marriage is simply one factor in a bigger analysis, not a rule that decides the whole outcome by itself. When you understand that difference, you can make smarter choices about timing, settlement, and whether spousal maintenance is even a real issue in your case. What matters most is not the slogan. It's the actual facts of your marriage, your finances, and what you can prove to the court. If you're considering divorce and wondering how the 10-year rule might affect your situation, learning the facts is the first step. Read our complete guide. Understanding the 10-year rule for divorce in Texas at readydivorceservice.com. And if you're moving forward with an uncontested divorce, you can also get step-by-step help to make the process simpler and easier to understand. Ready Divorce Service. Divorce simplified, life reclaimed.